All right, so this next video is on number 5 from page 189, how to tell if 3 points form a right triangle. So let me first of all graph these points, because intuitively that's sort of what you want to do to see if they form a triangle with a 90-degree angle. And so let's see here. We've got 3, -5 is point A. So maybe we'll put that down here. There is point A. Then I've got point B, which is 10. So that was 3, so 10, 4, maybe like right here. And then C is 5, 5, so up here. So we want to know if this triangle, that wasn't a very straight line, but that's okay, you'll get the point. If this triangle has a right angle in it. So it looks like this one would probably be the right angle, but it's, you know, my drawing again, 1, I can't write very well on this thing, but 2, it's just really hard to tell whether that's actual 90 degrees. Now, what we do know about right triangles is that a squared plus b squared is equal to, I think you know what's coming here, a c squared. So we know that a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And so if we can find those distances, a, b, and c, we can then see if they fit this formula, and then we would know if it forms a right triangle. So really what we need to do here is find A, it's going to be the distance from B to C. So that distance from B to C. And then to find B, let's see if I can fit it all in here. I think I should be able to. To find B, that is going to be the distance from A to C. And we have this distance formula. It's part of what this whole section was about, and this is an application to that. So C is then the distance from A to B. Okay, so the distance from B to C. So that formula is the square root of, let's see, B is the point 10, 4. So we take that x value. So we take where we take the x value from C and then subtract the x value from B. So the x value in the point C is 5, and the x value in the point B is 10. And I'm sorry, that should be a subtraction right there. So it should be 5 minus 10, and then we're going to square that. And then we're going to add to that when we take the y value from C. So the y value from C is that guy right there, and then subtract the y value from B. So that would be 5 minus 4, and then we square that. So this is 5 minus 10 is -5. Square that, and we get 25. And then 5 minus 4 is 1. Square that, and we get 1. And so the distance from B to C is square root of 26. All right, now let's find the distance from A to C. So now we are looking at A and C. So they're x values and y values. So the distance from A to C, the square root of 5 minus 3, and we're going to square that, and then the y values of C, so 5 minus a -5. Square that, square root all of that. All right, so we get then the square root of 5 minus 3 is 2, 2 squared is 4. 5 minus a negative 5, so that's 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 squared is 100. And so we get square root of 104. Don't make the mistake. So I'm going to put this in red. This is not equal to 2 plus 10. You cannot distribute that square root. That's a common mistake here. All right, onward. So now from A to B. So that is the square root of, we take the x value of b, that's 10, and subtract, the x value, 10 right there. Subtract the x value from a, square that, plus the y value of b, that is a 4, and then subtract the negative 5. I'm going to square that, and square root of all that. So 10 minus 3, that's 7, and the square root of 7 is 49. Or I'm sorry, square of 7 is 49. And then we've got 4 minus a negative 5, so that's 4 plus 5. That's 9. Square 9 and you get 81. Add 49 and 81 and you get 130. Okay, so now that we have all these distances, we can go back and plug them into this quadratic formula, see if it all works. So now we need to take a, which was the square root of 26, and square that, plus b, which was 104, square root of 104, and square that, and then see if that is equal to 100, the square root of 130 squared. 26 squared is 26. Square root of 104 squared is 104. 104 plus 26 is 130. And 130, the square root of 130 squared is 130. And so check, yes, those are equal. And so this does form a right triangle. That does mean that that angle right there is 90 degrees.